It is possible to connect a 380/220 volts 3-phase machine to 220 volts 3-phase power, but it depends on the machine and its wiring. European 3-phase systems typically use a neutral wire, while US 3-phase systems generally do not. If the machine requires a neutral wire, an adapter or transformer that can provide it might be needed. While the machine's plate states 380/220 volts, it is possible that it can operate on 220 volts 3-phase. However, it is essential to check the machine's documentation or consult with an electrician to confirm its operating voltage range. If the machine can operate on 220 volts 3-phase, it will need to be rewired accordingly. This may involve connecting the machine's terminals differently or using an auto transformer to adjust the voltage. The machine likely has non-3-phase components such as timers and heater controls. These components will need to be supplied with 220 volt single-phase power separately. Before attempting any electrical modifications or connections, it is crucial to ensure that all power is disconnected. Always consult with a qualified electrician if you are unfamiliar with electrical work. Firstly, consult the machine's documentation or contact the manufacturer to determine its operating voltage range and wiring requirements. Secondly, if necessary, acquire an adapter or transformer to provide a neutral wire. Thirdly, rewire the machine according to the manufacturer's instructions or consult with an electrician. Fourthly, ensure that all non-3-phase components are supplied with 220 volt single-phase power. Fifthly, test the machine under the supervision of a qualified electrician before operating it regularly. When dealing with electrical equipment, safety should always be the top priority. It's essential to understand the voltage requirements of the machine and the available power supply to prevent damage to the equipment or injury to oneself. Before making any connections, always disconnect the power source to ensure a safe working environment. When working with 3-phase power, it is important to understand the different wiring configurations. In Europe, 3-phase systems commonly use a neutral wire, which provides a return path for unbalanced loads. In contrast, US 3-phase systems typically do not use a neutral wire. If the machine requires a neutral wire and the available power supply does not provide one, a transformer or adapter may be needed to create a neutral connection. The machine's documentation should specify the required voltage and wiring configuration. If the documentation is not available, contacting the manufacturer or qualified electrician is recommended. They can provide guidance and the proper wiring and voltage requirements for the machine. If the machine can operate on 220 volts 3-phase, rewiring may be necessary. This involves changing the connections of the wires inside the machine to match the 220 volts 3-phase power supply. The specific wiring configuration will depend on the machine's design and the available power supply. It is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions or consult with an electrician to ensure that the wiring is done correctly. In addition to the 3-phase components, the machine may also have non-3-phase components such as timers and heater controls. These components typically require a single-phase power supply. It will be necessary to provide a separate 220 volt single-phase power supply to these components. This can be done by tapping into one of the phases of the 3-phase power supply and using a neutral wire. Before operating the machine, it is essential to test it under the supervision of a qualified electrician. This will ensure that the wiring is correct and that the machine is operating safely. The electrician can also check the voltage and current levels to make sure that they are within the specified limits. If any problems are detected, they can be addressed before the machine is put into regular use. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician if you are not familiar with electrical systems. They can provide guidance and assistance to ensure that the machine is connected safely and properly. Firstly, identify the voltage requirements of the machine. This information is typically found on a nameplate or in the machine's documentation. Secondly, determine the available power supply. This includes the voltage, phase, and whether or not a neutral wire is present. Thirdly, compare the machine's voltage requirements with the available power supply. If the voltages do not match, a transformer may be needed to step down or step up the voltage. Fourthly, if a neutral wire is required, determine if the available power supply provides one. If not, a transformer or adapter may be needed to create a neutral connection. Fifthly, rewire the machine according to the manufacturer's instructions or consult with an electrician. This may involve changing the connections of the wires inside the machine. Sixthly, provide a separate power supply for any non-3-phase components. This typically involves tapping into one of the phases of the 3-phase power supply and using a neutral wire. Seventhly, test the machine under the supervision of a qualified electrician. This will ensure that the wiring is correct and that the machine is operating safely. Eighthly, regularly inspect the machine and its electrical connections for any signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged components immediately. Ninthly, follow all safety precautions when working with electrical equipment. Always disconnect the power source before making any connections or repairs. Tenthly, if you are not familiar with electrical systems, consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide guidance and assistance to ensure that the machine is connected safely and properly. The information provided is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician before attempting any electrical work. Understanding the intricacies of electrical systems is paramount when dealing with machinery, especially those designed for different standards. In this context, a German machine rated at 380/220 volts 3-phase needs careful consideration before being connected to a 220 volts 3-phase power supply. The core issue lies in the differences between European and North American electrical standards, specifically concerning the presence of a neutral wire in 3-phase systems. European 3-phase systems often utilize a neutral wire, providing a return path for unbalanced loads and ensuring stable voltage across all phases. This is in contrast to many North American 3-phase systems, which typically operate without a neutral wire. The absence of a neutral wire in your facility's power supply might necessitate modifications to accommodate the machine's requirements. The first step is to meticulously examine the machine's documentation. This documentation should provide detailed information about the machine's electrical requirements, including the acceptable voltage range, wiring diagrams, and any specific instructions for connecting to different power supplies. If the documentation is available or unclear, contacting the manufacturer directly is highly recommended. The manufacturer can provide definitive guidance on whether the machine can operate safely and effectively on a 220 volts 3-phase power supply without a neutral wire. Assuming the machine is compatible with 220 volts 3-phase, the next step is to assess the internal wiring. The machine's internal wiring might need to be reconfigured to match the 220 volts 3-phase power supply. This involves tracing the wiring from the input terminals to the various components within the machine, such as motors, heaters, and control circuits. The wiring diagram, if available, will be invaluable in this process. It is crucial to identify any components that are specifically designed for 380 volts operation. These components might include transformers, capacitors, or specialized electronic circuits. If such components are present, they must be replaced with components that are compatible with 220 volts operation. Failure to do so could result in damage to the components or the machine as a whole. In addition to the 3-phase components, the machine likely contains single-phase components such as timers, control relays, and indicator lights. These components typically operate on a single-phase voltage derived from one of the 3 phases. It is essential to ensure that the voltage supplied to these single-phase components is appropriate for their design. If the single-phase components are designed for 220 volts operation, they can be connected directly to one of the phases of the 220 volts 3-phase power supply. However, if the single-phase components are designed for a different voltage, a step-down transformer might be necessary to provide the correct voltage. Before making any electrical connections, it is imperative to verify the polarity of the incoming power supply. This can be done using a voltmeter or a phase rotation meter. Ensuring correct polarity is crucial for the proper operation of the machine and to prevent damage to sensitive electronic components. Once the wiring has been reconfigured and the polarity has been verified, it is time to connect the machine to the power supply. Before energizing the circuit, double-check all connections to ensure they're tight and secure. Loose connections can cause overheating and potentially lead to a fire hazard. When energizing the circuit for the first time, it is advisable to do so with no load connected to the machine. This allows you to observe the machine's behavior without the risk of damaging any workpieces or tooling. Monitor the machine closely for any signs of malfunction, such as unusual noises, excessive vibration, or overheating. If any abnormalities are observed, immediately disconnect the power supply and investigate the cause. If the machine operates smoothly with no load connected, you can gradually increase the load and continue to monitor its performance. Pay close attention to the machine's temperature, voltage, and current readings. These parameters can provide valuable insights into the machine's overall health and efficiency. In addition to the technical aspects of connecting the machine, it is also important to consider safety precautions. Always wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses, gloves, and insulated footwear. Work in a well-lit and ventilated area, and keep the work area clear of obstructions. Never work on electrical equipment while standing in water or on a damp surface. If you are not comfortable working with electrical equipment, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience necessary to safely and effectively connect the machine to the power supply. They can also identify any potential hazards and recommend appropriate solutions. In summary, connecting a 380/220 volts 3-phase German machine to a 220 volts 3-phase power supply requires careful planning and execution. It is essential to understand the differences between European and North American electrical standards and to ensure that the machine's internal wiring is compatible with the available power supply. By following these guidelines and consulting with a qualified electrician, you can safely and effectively operate the machine in your facility. Remember, safety should always be your top priority when working with electrical equipment. Taking the time to properly assess the situation and follow the appropriate safety precautions can prevent accidents and ensure the long-term reliability of your machinery. The machine's documentation should be considered the primary source of information. If the documentation clearly states that the machine is designed to operate on 220 volts 3-phase without a neutral wire, then the connection can be made with confidence, provided that all other safety precautions are followed. However, if the documentation is ambiguous or unclear, further investigation is necessary. This might involve contacting the manufacturer, consulting with an electrician, or performing additional testing to determine the machine's electrical requirements. The potential for damage or injury is high if the machine is connected incorrectly. Therefore, it is always better to err on the side of caution and seek professional assistance if you are unsure about any aspect of the connection process. Moreover, the age of the machine should also be taken into consideration. A 25-year-old machine might have components that are nearing the end of their service life. Replacing these components proactively can prevent unexpected failures and ensure the machine's continued operation. It is also important to ensure that the machine is properly grounded. Grounding provides a low resistance path for fault currents, protecting personnel from electric shock and preventing damage to equipment. The grounding system should be inspected regularly to ensure its integrity. The grounding conductor should be securely connected to the machine's chassis and to the building's grounding system. In addition to the electrical considerations, it is also important to consider the mechanical aspects of the machine. Ensure that the machine is properly mounted and secured to prevent vibration and movement. Inspect the machine's moving parts for wear and tear, and lubricate them as needed. Keeping the machine in good mechanical condition will contribute to its overall reliability and longevity. In conclusion, connecting a 380/220 volts 3-phase German machine to a 220 volts 3-phase power supply is a complex undertaking that requires careful planning, execution, and attention to detail. By following these guidelines and consulting with qualified professionals, you can safely and effectively operate the machine in your facility, ensuring its long-term reliability and performance.